it was this close to going plus ultra. Hey everybody, Ryan Reed here. So last night I got a chance to see the new My Hero Academia movie, My Hero Academia, the movie Heroes Rising, I think is the official title. Basically, Heroes Rising. It's the second movie in the My Hero Academia franchise. The series is on its fourth season, currently running. It's near the end of that, I believe. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the series. I really, really enjoy it. My girlfriend and I are big fans. We just caught up on everything that's been released for season 4 so far. And so because we were caught up, we were like, oh great, we can finally go see the movie. So we were both really excited. It's playing at a local theater near us, which is awesome. I wasn't expecting that, but it seems like it's opened on a larger amount of screens than the first movie. So we definitely wanted to go check it out. And the movie's not bad. The movie is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. But it barely misses the mark, and it's so disappointing because of that. For those of you who aren't familiar with My Hero Academia, it's an anime where basically 80% of the world is born with some sort of superpower that they call quirks. Some are better than others, some are more powerful than others, but 80% of the population is born with that. And people who decide they want to be professional heroes go to academies to study that, basically to become a hero as their job. And our main character, Midoriya, he was born without a quirk, and he inherits his quirk from a famous hero called All Might. The movie is a standalone story. Apparently it was originally how the creator wanted to end the series, but then he didn't end up using that, and so when they wanted to make a second movie, he kind of had this idea, and he helped supervise the movie, and it's technically non-canon for the manga, so it's not technically part of the story, but it fits in with the anime to some degree, kind of, sort of. And that's really where the trouble comes in. So to set it up, the movie is basically about the students from Class 1A going to a island off the coast of Japan to kind of help out the people there. It's kind of like, it's not like a work-study program like they've done in the past. They're not working with other heroes. They're basically setting up a little business outreach type of thing where they can help people on the island with various tasks like fixing tractors and helping lost kids and things like that. So the main plot of the movie is about them setting this up, and then these, without going into spoilers, these villains, incredibly powerful villains, end up on the island. And it's up to our heroes in training to try and stop these very powerful villains. And the movie overall is enjoyable. The animation, of course, is beautiful. If you feel like you were missing a lot of Class 1A in Season 4, this movie does a good job of giving everyone a moment to kind of shine in the film. Everyone has kind of a similar amount. Of course, it's still Deku's story, but like everyone kind of has a better amount of screen time on this, which I really enjoyed. I love when we get to see the class kind of work together as a whole. The animation is beautiful. Of course, some of the fight scenes are some of the most amazingly choreographed the entire series has had. The story is simple but effective for a movie as a standalone story. And so all of that comes together well. If you want to see My Hero on the big screen, it's worth going to see. However, the last 15 minutes of the movie fall apart. For me, and that's such a big bummer. Again, without spoiling anything, because the movie takes place in a point in the series that's unspecified, but not the end of the series. It's kind of a standalone story where they can kind of just go, this kind of happened here. Because of that, there's no weight to ultimately what happens at the end of the story, because they have to bring it back to what's going on in the series. That's really problematic, because the stakes in the movie are so high, these villains are so powerful, it could be end of the world, that to just kind of then retcon everything at the end, to some degree, is an issue. It's tough to talk about and not want to just be like, this is what happened and why? Why did they do this? I don't understand. But just understand when I say, if you haven't seen the movie, the last 15 minutes of the movie are just problematic on so many levels. And because it was a story that originally was supposed to be the end of the series, but then they retconned and made like this standalone movie in the middle of the series, it becomes very confusing, and for me, there was no emotional weight or emotional stakes in the movie when we know it has to go back to what the series is doing. That's problematic. And the way that they do it, I think there were smarter ways to solve the problem that they create in the movie. To pull a Simpsons reference, they Poochie it. They Poochie the end of this movie, essentially. It sucks so much because the rest of the movie was really good. I was enjoying it. Yeah, it's a standalone movie, so like it's not like we're getting a ton of character development or like a ton of like big impactful things to the story, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I liked seeing this as a little what would be the equivalent of like a 4 or 5 episode mini arc in the show. I liked seeing that on the big screen. It was fine, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, I have to go back to my home planet now. And like in The Simpsons, it's obviously it's not actually what happens, but like that, it's that moment. It's the Poochie moment of this entire thing, and it really, really, really sucks because I liked the rest of the movie. Sum it all up, if you like My Hero Academia, it's worth seeing it on the big screen if you get a chance because the animation and the action is still great. It's still beautiful, and I like these characters. I like spending time with them, and because season 4 was lacking in a lot of them, it was nice to see everyone together. So I really enjoyed those aspects. Just be prepared for the ending to be kind of disappointing, unfortunately, and that's a shame. But let me know, what did you think of the new movie? Did you like Heroes Rising? Did you have the same issues with the ending that I did? Try to be spoiler free, but just kind of talk about it in the comments. Let me know what you think. On top of that, if you want to see more videos like this, you can check out some of my other impromptu reviews on the channel. You can watch Fright Films, which is my horror movie review show. Check out my food reviews, all kinds of stuff. So if you enjoyed this, give the video a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you can, and let me know what you want to see more of. Until then, I'll see you next time.